Hello everyone, this is Neurotics and I'm back with another tutorial for ExtremeHardware.net. So this one is a tutorial on how to install Folding at Home under Linux Mint and how to control it. Now this is something that we made our USB flash stick with Linux Mint 22. We installed a dual boot of Linux Mint alongside Windows. And I'm thinking that a lot of the users that are going to do something like that are probably doing it because they want to get more points in Folding at Home under Linux, and you do get more points. So there's a caveat. I use VirtualBox for a VM, and VirtualBox has no driver pass-through or has no graphics card pass-through at all, unlike VMware. So that means I can only show like a small a part of this. I can show most of it, but one part in particular is before you do anything, you need to switch to the proprietary drivers for your system's graphics card. So you do that by going to Administration, Driver Manager. And for me, it's good. It'll say looking for drivers for a bit. In my case, it doesn't detect an NVIDIA or an AMD GPU, so it just says no drivers needed. In your case, if you're running this on bare metal, you would see drivers, either AMD open source drivers as well as AMD closed source drivers. Same for NVIDIA, and you would want to pick either the AMD or the NVIDIA drivers. For NVIDIA on my system, I use the 525 driver. So basically you need to install drivers for your graphics card, and then you need to reboot it, because most people are going to be wanting to run Folding at Home on their GPU, not on their CPU. So I already have the site up, but to get to it, just be careful. If you do Folding at Home download, it's going to give you this site, which has the version 8 client, which I have no clue how to use, and it provides no benefits over no benefits at all over the version 7 client. You won't get more points with version 8. So I'm going to we have Debian Mint Ubuntu, so we'll just do FA client. There's also FA control. That does not work under Linux anymore. So if you know what FA control is, it would let you configure. It's a GUI program that allows you to configure your slots and stuff like that. So this is all good. I'm going to leave this all as anonymous, no passkey. Should FA client be automatically started? Yes. I'm going to put to full, click next, and we're done. It's installed. And now you can get to it because FA client isn't available. FA control is not available for Linux. It won't work on it anymore. You have to control things differently, so I'm going to demonstrate. We're going to go to 127. It's all right there for me. .0.0.1 colon, which means port 7396, and you'll see that automatically it will start running on your CPU and using all of your CPU's threads. So this is where you control it. You can pick Alzheimer's as a disease. That gives you to research, that will give you more points, and then you can control a couple of different things here, but nowhere near as many things as you can with FA control. Unfortunately, it doesn't work anymore. So for now, we're going to stop folding because we don't want to fold on our CPU. And we'll just minimize this. And so I'm going to show you a few things. So to edit your configuration, you have to do it in an XML file. So we're going to type sudo, which is super user do, sudo z / etc fa client config.xml. And you see we have a very basic config file. Yours would be a little more complicated. If you have your up here what's just folding on, you would in there see your passkey and your username and your team number. So you would see those there. For folding slots now, this is the thing. What you'd want to do is, I have a handy example. This would work for 2 GPU setup. Highlight slot that, and then go here, delete slot ID 0, deletes the CPU, and then in here you would paste. So there's pretty easy for multiple GPUs. There's slot ID 1, PCI bus 1. Slot ID 0, PCI bus 2. It looks like they might be the wrong way around, but you can basically keep adding. So you could do slot ID 2, PCI bus 3, and it should allow you to add as many GPUs as you want. I am going to close this and not save it because I don't have a GPU I could fold on, obviously. But if you save that and you reboot, then when you go here, you should see 1 GPU or more. Since if you add more than one, you would obviously want to just use 1 slot if you only have a single graphics card. When you reboot and you go here, you should see your GPUs instead. So the other thing that you need to know how to do is you need to sudo z, which is the text editor for Linux Mint, sudo z /var /lib /file client /log.txt. And that will give you access to the log because you can't see it without file control. And just to show people, and so you know what I'm talking about, file control. Just trying to get a picture of it. This will not work under Linux anymore, so that's why we have to use that's why we have to use our web browser to start or stop it, and we have to use the terminal to control it. As you can see, both commands that I did are listed there. So anyway, I hope that this helps you guys in setting up folding at home. If you on Linux, if you have any questions, feel free to message me. If you run into any trouble trying to do this on your own, let me know. But if you follow everything that I said, it should work out for you great. So I hope you have a great day, and I'm signing off.